What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing tonight? It's your boy Master P. It's another Tuesday at 9 o'clock, and I'm back. Oh man, I thought I had a good wine to tell y'all about, but I popped the cork. I had to pour it out. It's so bad. But tonight's show, the double standard of older women, dating, mating, subduing, hoodwinking, brainwashing young men. And we have to look at it from the point of, is it for retirement fund? Or is it just another revenue stream that they get? Because you got to think about it. Young dude is 22 years old. He's making 60 million. He's got a contract for $60 million. And got this 43, 44, 45-year-old woman that preys on this younger man. And gets pregnant. That's a retirement fund. If you're 44 years old and you have a baby by a millionaire, that's 18 years, you're about 60, 64. That's a retirement fund. That's the extra revenue stream. But these young guys, we're gonna get to that. But the young guys, they gotta get their mind. Pontoon Jody, Sophia Tanner, Juggernaut. What's going on? What's going on with everybody tonight? Shout out to everybody looking at me on YouTube. Shout out to everybody looking at me on Facebook. Shout out to everybody looking at the show on Twitch. And shout out to everybody looking at the show on X. Thanks for viewing tonight. We got a hot topic tonight. And basically, the reason I'm going straight into it is because that's the current event of what's going on right now. Is these older women, these women in their mid 40s that are having relations with these young ball players. It's four that I can think of right now. I got 3 on my flyer. And I got one that I just heard about. But we're gonna talk about it tonight. We're gonna talk about it tonight. Yeah, so I got a whole lot of emails, people hitting me up on YouTube, people hitting me up on Instagram, basically giving me their input on the topic after I posted. And what surprised me, it's kind of hot in the studio. What kind of surprised me, it was more women that were agreeing with the title. I hope them women join the show tonight because we won't speak on it. But how do y'all feel? I know how the men feel, because overwhelmingly the men were saying that these women were preying on these young dudes were suckers. And I guess they're looking at it like, I'm messing with an older woman. Or how are they looking at it? Why would a 22-year-old guy want to hitch himself to a 45-year-old woman when he can have anybody in the world? Anybody. And that's who they choose. I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss, brothers. I'm at a loss, sisters. Somebody let me know. What do y'all think about it? I mean, when women get these younger women, some women champion that. But overwhelmingly, the women that get these younger men or get these younger men to impregnate them, they get glorified by women. I guess the women are looking at they happy that this woman has got a nest egg, a retirement fund, because that's basically what it is. The defensive back that plays for the Dallas Cowboys, I can't think of his name. He was hurt this. I think he was hurt this year, but he's messing with the oldest out of the group. I think the lady he's messing with is 46. I could be wrong. Dude is 23 years old. He just signed a contract for $80 million, and he's hitching himself to a 46-year-old lady. 46-year-old lady. But if a 50-year-old, 40-something-year-old man gets a 20-something, he's a Chester. He's a Chester. He's messing with a woman that he can mentally control. He's taking advantage of her youth. We get shunned if an older guy marries a younger woman. You know, the men don't look at him funny, but the women are looking at like, how did he get that younger chick? But on the other hand, these older women that do this, they're getting praised by some women. But there are some women who disagree with it fully. I got the messages to back up exactly what I'm saying. So yeah, it's been doing the research and doing the background information on these situations is just funny because I'm thinking like these younger guys, they're more social media savvy as opposed to older guys. So it seems like they would have seen the things, the people that these women have messed with, and they will understand, or some people that are around them, their handlers, their cousins, or whatever, would be like, dude, don't you want to get somebody younger? Don't you want to impregnate somebody younger? And when you 30 and she's almost 60, I mean, it's a match made in. It's the exact opposite of an older man messing with a younger one. It's the exact opposite. It's the exact opposite. Now, while y'all think about that, I'm gonna go to some of these comments. What's going on, Jude? So Fontana, what's good, brother? Pontoon Jody. If you haven't been to check out Pontoon Jody's channel, get over there and go check her channel out. She's a lady fisherman. She catches big catfish. I think she's in Louisville this week for the big catfish convention. There's one of the biggest fish conventions going on. She's in Louisville. She's gonna get some prizes. She's gonna get female angler YouTube show of the year. So I'm betting on it. But yeah, go check her page out. Pontoon Jody said she does not date younger men. Yeah, she tells them to move on. Why is it, I mean, why? Because really there's nothing you can offer you. It's a bill. It's a bill. It's the only thing it can be is a bill. This is like a toy to y'all. Wow. Pontoon Jody says she wants them old farts. So you older guys are saying here, Pontoon Jody like older men. And so Fontana said, would they really date them if they weren't rich? Exactly. Exactly. And that's my main point. These women that are in their 40s, they're trying to get pregnant because the biological clock is ticking. And ain't no 40, ain't there no man her age is gonna get her pregnant. Knowing that you're gonna have a bill till you 70. Now, if you're in a committed, a loving relationship, that's different. But these dudes, they've been with these women 3, 4 months, and these women are coming up pregnant. That is entrapment. These ladies are entrapping these younger men and saddling them to 18 years of misery. Because you got this older woman that thinks that this younger guy is going to sit in the house and be up under her throughout his 20s into his early 30s. Those are the party years. Unless you with your high school sweetheart or the girl that you met in college and y'all got married. But other than that, the 20s to 32, 33, those are the bachelor years. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Come to the part of the show where you people that are looking at the show on Facebook, on Twitch, on Twitter, y'all gotta come over and join the conversation. So I'm gonna cut those channels off. Y'all gonna come over with us and y'all gonna join the conversation. Because I can't look at all 3 channels and look at all those messages. It's hard enough keeping up with the messages that's on here. So like, share, subscribe to the channel. And shout out to everybody that was on Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter looking. But yeah, come on over here to Facebook. I mean to YouTube. With the rest of us, you join the conversation. Yeah. Like my man Tanner said, would those 40-something-year-old women date a 22-year-old guy if he wasn't a multi-millionaire? Would they? And it seems like these young guys' parents, uncle, brothers, friends, someone would school them and tell them, this ain't what you want to do, brother. You 22 years old. Unless the dude's looking at it like, I'm gonna have an older woman with a child, and I'm gonna have some younger women with some children. But a 40-something-year-old woman is having relations with a 20-something-year-old guy and has a child with this guy and thinks that this 22-year-old guy is about to sit at home, is in for a rude awakening. But if these women have manipulated these guys to the point where they've gotten impregnated, I mean, I guess they know that they can move these younger guys. And the lady that I can't think of her name, she's a fitness model. Diggs. I think Stefan Diggs. Stefan Diggs, the lady he's messing with is like 45 or 46 years old. They put the list of the guys that she's been associated with throughout her life or throughout her 20s, 30s, and early 40s, whatever. And it was a list of guys that she was trying to set up for the 18-year commitment, and they wasn't going for it. But I guess these younger guys, man, somebody, I mean, the parents, I mean, when I was in college, I was a freshman at Clark Atlanta. And I came home with a 32-year-old woman. And my mother about pitched the fit. Told me don't never bring that woman back to her house. I was about 8. I was 18. This lady was 32. And we went back. My mother was like, don't bring that lady to my house. That was fun. That's a story in itself, but I don't want to get too far off the subject. But yeah. But the funny thing about that is then like 5 years after, a couple years after I came home with that older woman from college, my mother married a younger man. I love you, mama, but I got to put you on blast too. My mother married a younger man. So, but when you're 22, 23 years old, you're just not, I mean, I guess my generation is different. Not that we were fully developed mentally or we knew everything, but we knew we wasn't trying to get no woman pregnant in our 20s. It just came into our lives like that. I don't know. I guess if I had millions, yeah, I wouldn't be running around here with no Instagram models. That's for damn sure. And you got guys out here who don't necessarily. You got guys out here whose heads are on straight. They're not even looking at none of these chicks that are out for fame and infamy. I mean, they should look at the guy from Kentucky. They got the one little chick pregnant. They should look at him as an example of you don't want to mess with these older women, man. They manipulate. They're manipulative. Very manipulative. And they couldn't manipulate the men that were in their age group. They couldn't manipulate the men that were behind their age group. So now they're going to the generation of basically these are the kids that the guys that they were trying to mess with, their children. So these are who these ladies are going after. And like I said, I want y'all to tell me: is it a retirement fund or is it a revenue stream? Because these women treat babies like a commodity. These are not babies made out of love. Now, the babies are gonna get love because they didn't ask to come into this situation, so they're gonna be loved. But yeah, these aren't children that are created out of love. These are children that are created out of necessity for these ladies to have a nest egg, have a retirement fund. Now you say what you want to say what you want to say to me, but yeah, that's how I'm looking at it. How do y'all see? That's the question. Would they really want the guy if they weren't rich? Would they want a child with a regular 22? Yeah, man. Would they want a child with a regular 22-year-old guy that's at home? Pookie in a way. God is working. Those guys ain't gonna go for that bitch. I guess when you got money and you got women that's just throwing themselves at you, you can lose track of what's real and what's not real. Pontoon Jody said, younger men looking for a free ride. Now, that's what most women would say to the thoughts of having a baby by a regular 22-year-old guy that's working a regular job. The beginning of his career. He's not making $60 million. Yeah. No woman in her right mind, I guess it's, the right opportunity. Time, space, and opportunity presenting itself and put this young guy in this 46-year-old, 40-something-year-old lady's face. And yeah, I guess you can be smitten. And the thing we do know is that, yeah, these old cougars that are messing with these young athletes, pro athletes, yeah, they know all the tactics. Believe me, they got mileage. They know the techniques of pleasure. And these 22-year-old dudes, I don't care what girl they've been messing with in high school or college or whatever. Them girls that's in high school or college do not know nothing about the techniques that these old cougars know. Especially these cougars that's been messing with these athletes. They know all the tactics. These young dudes, they ain't never had nothing like that. And I guess that's what it comes down to. They ain't never had nothing like that. But man, it should be somebody in these kids' camps letting them know that that's not what you want to do, man. Yeah, moms was not playing. Moms was not playing about that. Yeah, coming home with the 30-year-old lady nowadays. She wasn't. Yeah, yeah, moms weren't playing. Hey, Bud Files, how you doing tonight? If you haven't been over there, check out the Bud Files. Go check out the Bud Files. It's a cornucopia of videos, all types of. If I tried to describe the Bud Files page. It's a cornucopia. All different types of subjects, kind of like me, but I'm a little different. Yeah, they go to graveyards, they go to historic sites, they go to airports, they go to tours, they take old Western tours. So if you like that type of stuff, go over and check the Bud Files. But I'll say the ladies that were sending me those messages telling me that I was right in my assessment, they not hearing me. I kind of, they'll say that stuff in the background, and I'm not gonna call nobody out. I'm not gonna call no ladies out. I'm not gonna have the lady mafia coming for y'all. But yeah, what do you all say? What do the men say? Are these younger guys being manipulated? I hope y'all like the outfit. I put this on because I'm tired of the cold. It was 60 degrees today, so hopefully, if I put this on, some feng shui into the air, and it'll stay 60 because it's cold weather. It's a killer. But yeah, what y'all say? Come on now, don't leave me hanging. Are these guys being manipulated, or is it just space and opportunity? Now, if it's space and opportunity, I can see that. But like I said, like Pontoon Jody said, no 40-something-year-old lady in her right mind is gonna mess with her. Is gonna mess with a younger regular guy. Nah. Older women today are not the same as when I was in. So, what's the difference? What's the difference in the older women today than the older women when we were younger? Put the link out here. If anybody wants to come up here on the panel with me, 2 or 3 people want to come up here on the panel. Lady, man, somebody come up on the panel with me. Yeah, and join the discussion. The women today are not the same as when I was in college. So what's the difference? What is it a nature or a nurture difference? Is it the nature of today, or is it because there was no nurturing, no teaching? Older women today are trying to prove that they are still younger, and don't call them grandma. I mean, I feel you on that, but I think men are out here still. I think I'll say this: my 50 years old is not my dad's 50 years old. Me at 50 is most definitely not my dad at 50. And I think it would be safe to say that a lot of men in here, your dad at 50 is not who you are at 50. I mean, my daddy was still jigging, he was still, but nah, my daddy's 50 is not my 50. So is it a nature or is it a nurture thing where, a lot of people say that these women haven't been taught like our grandmothers and great even our mothers. So where's the disconnect? Or and that's the nurture side. Or is it nature where just today's times have caused these women to change their way? What do you all say? Social media is a difference. Well, it's not helping these young dudes because these women that they're getting pregnant are social media. I mean, what you would say superstars. I guess it's a superstar if you didn't have sex with 10 football players, basketball players, movies, actors. I mean, is that a superstar? I think it's the Lori Harvey age. I think These older women are trying to keep up with these younger women. Older women are trying to keep up with the younger women. And by keeping up with the younger women, I mean taking the men that are in the younger women's age group. I think women are in more competition for men than men are in competition for women. Because I mean, if I like a woman, I like a woman. It's got to be mutual. I'm not into. I ain't competing. I'm not competing. You gonna like me, you like me, or we gonna get to know each other, whatever the case. But I'm not trying to make nobody like me. You can't make nobody like you. The only thing you can do trying to make somebody like you is to get used. That's why the when women say that some women say that they want to be courted, no, courtship is not viable in today's time because courtship is a monogamous one-on-one dating situation, and women aren't going to stay in a committed monogamous relationship of courtship trying to lead to something. Women want it now. I date you for 6 months. You gonna marry me? You can go out with a woman on the first date, and woman saying that you her man. It's happened to me. I'm just looking like your man. First time we went out. Yeah, it happens. It happens. But for these younger guys, it's not the track you want to be in. We've been talking for about we've been talking for 27 minutes. I feel like I've been talking more than that. Social media is the difference. Your Weekend Garden. Oh, if you haven't been over to check out your Weekend Gardens page, go over there and check him out. Taste tests, gardening tips, um, Portuguese lessons. That's what you're into. You're trying to learn a second language. You're thinking about going to Brazil. You want to know what fruits are, how to pronounce the fruits, and get some other words. Go over and check out your Weekend Garden. You can get all that gardening, Portuguese lessons, taste tests. Back to what we. Social media is the difference. I thought I had put the link out there. My bad, you all. I got long winded. Got long. Yeah. But there's the link. Somebody please come join me so we can have a dialogue and I can stop talking at you all. And the women out there, if you don't agree with what I said about younger men messing with older women, is the exact opposite in dynamics of a older man dealing with a younger woman. Because for one, the older guy is really not trying to get the younger chick pregnant. He's not. No guy that's older is trying to set him up for 18 years. No, unless you're gonna get married or whatever. But nah. No mid 40s, early, no 40 to 50-year-old man is out here trying to impregnate a younger woman unless he's married. Whereas older women are trying to get impregnated by these younger men. And these are babies that are not made out of love. Say what you want to say. Y'all can say I'm wrong for saying that, but no. Babies are not made out of love. Them women are using them babies as a commodity. 18-year payment plan. Oh, somebody tell me. Somebody can come up here and tell me. But that's the way I look at it. Because, like I said, no 40, late 30s, early 40s, 50s is out here thinking that a 22-year-old regular dude is going to be able to provide for them. And that's what's the difference. That's the big difference in the dynamics of it. The double standard. Because it's the exact opposite dynamic because the older man can provide and take care of a younger guy, a younger woman. Whereas an older woman, she can't expect that younger guy to take care of her. She can't. She can't. She can't. Not a regular guy. 22 years old. He's not thinking about taking care of no house and home for no 40-some-year-old woman. Oh, oh. Oh, somebody tell me. Wait, wait. I'm waiting for somebody to tell me and to explain to me why that these women are using these guys as retirement for extra revenue. Children turn 18, they'll be in their 60s. But you miss C Rob, me explaining how these older women are manipulating these young guys and how the older woman messing with a younger man is the exact opposite in dynamics of older man messing with a younger woman. The wants and needs are totally different. That lady wants to get pregnant. That 40-some-year-old lady wants to get pregnant by that younger guy. That's 18 years child support. Man, it's might as well say spousal support because I don't know nobody who needs some $30-some thousand to take care of a baby. But exactly. Exactly. That's absolutely totally different. What differences do you see in those dynamics? Same as me. Basically, what you missed me saying was that it's the exact opposite because a older woman is trying to get pregnant by the younger guy, and the older man is not trying to impregnate the younger woman. I say it's the exact opposite. I think the older woman going for a 40-something-year-old woman going for a 22-year, I think that's kind of predatory. A lot of men think that's predatory. A lot of women think that's predatory. That's predatory. Because you're preying on this guy to get you pregnant so you can have 18 years of payments. Well, that pretty Tony said nobody wants a 40 plus woman. I mean, a 60-year-old man. Tony, you still young, man. So yeah, you wouldn't want a 40 plus. At your age, no, you wouldn't want a 40 plus. But you're still young to the point where you're not trying to get no 40-something-year-old. Pretty Tony, can I ask you a question? You're not trying to get a 40-something. You're not trying to get any. The thing about it is, unless a man is in a committed monogamy, he's not trying to get nobody pregnant. A young woman, an older woman. Oh, 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 oh. No 40 plus man is trying to impregnate. No. I mean, maybe. I mean, nothing is absolute, but all my buddies that are 40 plus not trying to deal with no child support court, I can tell you yes. And at what age? At what age are we talking? Are we talking the younger guys messing with the older woman? But like what you missed me saying was that a 40-something-year-old woman can't have the expectation that this 20-something-year-old guy is going to be sitting in the house with a cardigan on and some house shoes in a lazy boy. He's 20-something years old. He's not going to do it. It's not going to happen. So a lady that thinks that a 40-something-year-old lady that thinks that a 22-year-old dude is going to be sitting at the house on the couch with him is just as crazy as a 40-something-year-old man messing with a 28 to 30-year-old woman thinking she's going to be sitting on the couch with him too. No. And men who are older who have success messing with younger women, let them women do what they want to do. You go to the club, you go kick it, you go do all that. I'll be at home chilling. Sometimes I'm gonna go out, but if I mess with go ahead, man. I'm at the crib chilling. That 40-some-year-old lady's not getting ready to go to the club with that 25-year-old professional athlete. No, it ain't happening. He ain't taking her to the club. Am I lying? If I'm lying, tell me. I'm lying, tell me. Please. I want somebody to tell me I'm wrong. I want y'all to tell me I'm wrong. I'm putting this information out here so somebody can tell me that I'm wrong in my assessment. I don't got no notes. I'm going off experience. That's what Jody said. You're a beautiful woman, Jody. I know you fighting them off with them fishing pole. I turn men away constantly, and I'm 50 young. You ain't, you 50 young. You ain't old. Beating the men off with their fishing pole. See, Rob said, but no one I know at our age wants anything to do with getting right. Exactly. Our age. And see, Rob is younger than me, but no man our age is trying to get anybody right. We not trying to get nobody right. Believe that. Hey, my homegirl Mildred just showed up. I was like, where was you at, Mildred? I was I was I was I was getting I was like, hey, Mildred didn't come. No. But yeah. No, no 40, no 38, 37, 39, 40, 45, 50, 51, 50. Dudes in this age group we are not trying to get anyone pregnant. We're not trying to be that 70-year-old dude going into the graduation, 70 years old with a player suit on, and no, I'm not. No. I want to be a granddaddy going into the graduation when I'm 70, not the daddy. And what's funny is I done seen some of them 70-year-old dudes with the 18-year-old. Yeah, they out there at the graduation. Like, is it a great? Oh no, my son's graduating. How old are you? Yeah, I'm 72. I got a young girl. Yeah, I know I'm right. Miss Rashid is in the house, formerly known as Miss 213, also known as Miss 7, Miss 702. Yeah, Miss 213, Miss 702. Now she's Miss Rashid. But yeah, Miss Rashid, I know you're gonna give me some good commentary. So how you feel about these older women preying on these younger guys? How you feel, Miss Rashid? Those old chicks know what they are doing when they get pregnant by a football. Yeah, they know what they're doing. They can put that macaroni and cheese on their little young dude, stirring it up. The macaroni and cheese, stirring it up. Yeah, put the macaroni and cheese on the young dude. He ain't never had nothing like that in his life. You know him. Some guy wants to tell his buddies that he got an older woman on his team. When I was younger, that would happen. Yeah, you want a younger woman on your team, but you wasn't trying to be 22 years old and have a 40-something-year-old baby mama. See, Rock, there was an allure to messing with older women when you were younger, but you wasn't trying to get them older women pregnant. We didn't have millions. We wasn't, yeah. Now, them older women might have been trying, they might have been trying to get impregnated, but no. I was working for a mortgage company. I wasn't trying to impregnate nobody when I was 22. Really? But like we said, them older women, they not messing with no young, they not messing with no regular 22-year-olds. They know what they're doing. And what I'm saying, and by saying that it's predatory, I want somebody to tell me I'm wrong. I want somebody to come up. I want somebody to tell me I'm wrong. It's saying that it's predatory. Hey, Pontoon Jody, you have a good night. You have a safe trip going to Louisville. I hope you win your award. Go check out Pontoon Jody's page. It's Rashid, Miss Rashid. My man, so fine Tammy. I get asked all the time by the young women to have a child with them. Hell no. I'm so happy I can use, man. They know you got something. They know man. Them younger girls know if you got a good job. But older men, we not out here trying to impregnate no one. Them older women, try having you and do shoot the club up. Nobody has told me I'm wrong, so I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna mark this up as a man. I think this is show number. This is show number 72. I'm 72 and 0. I'm 72 and 0. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. I'm 72 and 0. I'm waiting for I'm waiting to lose an argument. I'm putting myself out here. Hard hitting topics. I want somebody. I want somebody to come on here and tell me I'm wrong. A lot of women say that older men going for younger women is predatory, but we not trying to do nothing bad to him. Leave that. He does not have the thought. An older man going for a younger woman does not have the same thoughts in his mind of an older woman going for a younger man. We do not have the same thoughts when we're looking at younger women. We don't. We don't. I'm at 449. I'd like to thank the 7 people that subscribed to me in the last week. I'm at 449. I thought I was at 450, but for some reason I didn't get the 450. So we 51 away from 500. And y'all know when I get to 500, it's gonna be massive pill on the road to 1,000. So, man, share this out, like the video, subscribe to the channel. 45 minutes in on this conversation. It's been a good conversation, but I still have not had anyone come up here and tell me. Uh-oh. Oh no. I knew somebody was gonna jump in here and tell me I'm wrong in my assessment. The one and only Laura Wise, the wise one, the owl. The owl has jumped in here. She says she here just in time. Why would a young woman want to have a baby with an old man? My daughter calls older men voicemail leavers. Voicemail leavers. Wow. What the heck is a voicemail lever coming from the lady who said it's easier to date 5 men than it is to have one? We still don't have the explanation on how it's easier to date 5 men than it is to be with one. I guess that's City Girl rule number 707. But law wise, you know these men, the men in the men in the chat been, you know, they gonna jump you for saying that. See, Rob said, "What do you think older men are looking for with a much younger woman?" Um, it's twofold for a man because a man is judged on the woman that's on his arm. A man is judged on the woman that's on his arm. So, an older man dating a younger woman, I mean, he could really like that younger woman because there's no ulterior motive. The ulterior motive may be to have sex, but I think everybody's ulterior motive is to have sex. So, like I said, no older man is trying to impregnate a younger woman. It's not. We've had several men that have come on here and have said that that's the truth. We're not trying to impregnate. So I would say that a older man is looking for a trophy piece, a woman that looks good on his arm. If he's older and he's still going out, he's still going to concerts, he's still, yeah, it's you know, you got a younger, or you know, that can show old, and then it's twofold because if an older man is with a younger woman, then he's looked at as virile because a younger woman is not going to mess with an older man who's walking around with a squishy toy. It's not. Am I lying? An older woman ain't gonna mess with a man with a squishy toy. So what you think a younger man gonna? She's not gonna mess with no dude with a squishy toy. It has some good blood flow, so it shows virility. So it shows that a older man messing with a younger woman. It shows that he still got it. He can still get a younger woman and some type of virility. Because, like I said, a younger woman is not gonna mess with no man with a squishy toy. Now, I want a woman to come up here and tell me I'm lying. Put myself out. So I hope that answers your question, C. I can expound on it if you need me to, but I think I covered. I think I did. She said one thing an old man is gonna do is leave with. I don't never leave voicemails. I'm not a voicemail leaver. You'll see the missed call. There's no reason for me to leave a message. Leave a message for my mom. I don't leave messages. You see the missed call. Inexperienced and the opportunity to lead a no is that why the old is that's why older women are dating a 22-year-old because inexperience and the opportunity to lead a novice. So an older woman this dating or cavorting or what y'all call it, situationship, what's the other one? Entanglements. It's the opportunity to lead. So where you leading this as an older woman, where is she leading this younger man? Where's she leading him? She leading him to something good, or she leading him to something bad? Because it goes back to exactly what I said that older women predatory when they are going after a younger man because it's an ulterior motive. Ulterior motive is an 18-year payday. And I'm waiting for somebody to come up here and tell me I'm wrong. Your weekend guard, Lord Wise, your weekend guard says she will mess with me if he got cheese. I leave voicemails. You an old man. YWG, you an old man. You leave voicemails, man. You leave them voicemails. What is you talking about, brother? Voicemails. I gotta leave it up at YWG. I leave voicemails. You just said, I guess YWG considers himself an old man. Man, I don't know what's going on with my cigar, but law wise, you can't tell me I'm wrong in my I spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. Law wise said, I think men like the opportunity to lead and know vice. Women they young. Oh, we don't need a what's the we are leaders by nature. We can lead a expert. We going if you see you consider you a woman, you consider yourself an expert, you're gonna get led. So expert, no vice, I don't think that matters in the leadership of a relationship. I don't think it matters. Women date younger men because young men are open to new news. But they're young and that's a problem. What is new news? Here comes some more of the city girl lingo. What the hell is new news? IWG even Evie. Evie. See, that's that city girl talk. That's why guys is out here chilling. That's why guys is out here chilling. You right about that. It's the shmoney. Yeah, leave. Miss Rashid. I'm glad you came. Yeah, I had to hit Miss Rashid up. Like, where you been? We missed your commentary. I put the link out there. Miss Rashid, are you and Laura Wise gonna come up here and try to prove me wrong? No woman has. Yeah, don't none of y'all want to come up here. Y'all know I'm right. And the ladies that were sending me those messages telling me I was right, they not in here tonight. I knew they weren't gonna be in here. They'll tell me that in the background, but they not gonna come in here and admit it. Newness and younger women with less experience is more willing to. If you a man and you the right man, the woman gonna follow. Expert, novice, journeyman, whatever. Whatever category you want to put yourself in, expert, SME, novice, journeyman, the right man, you're gonna follow. Am I wrong? So I don't think that matters. I don't think that. Law wise. The owl, the wise one. I told you. Groupthink. The groupthink is starting. Law speaks for me. Groupthink. We got groupthink going on here tonight. The ladies are in groupthink. Trust. Okay, you trust groupthink. Groupthink. Oh my gosh. I am not brainwashing. I am not brainwashing. I'm speaking facts. I put the link out there. I've put the link out there, and no one has come up here. All I can do is speak. But no woman is going to come up for a losing battle. So I understand. I understand. I understand. It matters differently if the man has been married before or already has children. In terms of dating a younger woman, women with kids are easily led to. No, I disagree, Miss Rashid. I disagree. Women with kids are easily led to. Miss Rashid, hold on. Hold on. Let me put this link back in. You got to speak on that. You got to speak on that, and Laura Wise needs to speak on that gobbledygook technology rhetoric that she spit a few minutes ago. Miss Rashid said if he's a finesser, he's a finesser. Well, I don't know no finessers. I don't. And I know the men I hang around, they mean what they say and they say what they mean. Mean what they say and they say what they mean. We're coming up on the 1 hour mark. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Like, hit the like button. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to be the 500 by next week. By next Tuesday show, I want to be the 500. I want to be the 500. The views are going up. Last week's show was my best view show. It had 153 views throughout the week. No, that's my second best show. I had a show that was 1,000 views. So then I took a break. So yeah, we trying to get these numbers up. Let's get these numbers up. We gotta get these numbers up. Share it out. Join the conversation. Oh, oh. I said she gonna lead Miss Rashid to the wilderness. That's you right into where you don't want to. When these two ladies get together, it's oh, Mr. Rashid, your logic changes when Laura Wise comes in, the wise one. I'm gonna have to start calling Laura Wise the unwise one. Unwise. But yeah, I'm brainwashed. I could never do that. Brainwashing, not a finessing. I speak straight from giving it to you how it comes. I'm not talking around the problem. I'm going straight on, head on into the problem. Exactly. Thank you, Miss Rashid. I knew you was gonna say something good. I think it's a revenue stream. Younger men want a mommy, and older women gonna pay somehow. Wow. So, so let me get this right. These older women that mess with these younger guys and have babies by them, they're getting a son husband, a husband son, a baby daddy son. Is that what they're getting? A husband son, a baby daddy son. Wow. But these guys already got a mama. If I got $80 million, I don't need nobody to lead me nowhere. I don't have nowhere near that, and ain't a woman leading me nowhere. I'm the leader. The man is the leader. The man is the leader. Successful relationship. The man is the leader. I even go further and say any successful church, the man is the leader. He ain't a preacher. Get out of here with that. Yeah, well, no, I'm not saying it like that. Yes, I can't say it like that. Yes, you have more life experience, so you would be tying his shoes the whole. Wow, how are you gonna tie somebody's shoes and make 80 million? See, that's the arrogance of women to think that they gonna lead this dude that got 80 million. That's arrogant. That's why see you be saying some. Hey, hold on, man. That's arrogant. Tie his shoes, the whole relationship. How does he manage the 80 million? He's got an accountant. He's got a team. He's got an accountant. He's got a team. That's who helps him manage his money. He don't need no 40-some-year-old woman to help him manage his money unless he want to go to the poorhouse. Joe Smith. I don't think this is sexism. I'm on my ageism tonight. Rashid, when older men approach you, Miss Rashid, do you let them down easy, or do you give them some time of day and let them down slow, or do you just be like, yeah, and we'll get 80 million, we'll get whoever. Right. So why would he want to hitch himself? And that was my question in the beginning of the show. Why would a 22-year-old guy hitch himself to 18 years with a 40-something-year-old woman? Why? Or why I said not every mother is nurturing and not every man's individual needs are met. As a woman ages, her priorities may shift and she may find purpose in caring for others. Sugar mama need husband son. Yeah, he's a husband son. Wow. Okay. Can I ask y'all a question? This is for the ladies. Miss Rashid, Mildred, Laura Wise. Are these babies made out of love? Babies made out of love? Or are they made as a commodity? I'll wait. She said, when I dated a man 2 years my senior, he provided and protected differently. And yeah, exactly. And that's what I meant by the dynamics of a older man messing with a younger woman are the exact opposite of an older woman dating a younger person will do more for younger. Not the older man will do more, not the older woman. The older man will do more, not the older woman. Elaborate on what, Miss Marshall? Or why it says, if they love each other, then yes. Just because we don't agree with the situation doesn't mean that they don't love each other. Come on, Lord. Can't believe what you just wrote. Law wise, you can't believe what you just wrote. Real, thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in, Kennedy. Trust me when I say this. Y'all older women are not mature like older women back. They're not. They're not. Well, they say women mature faster, but not this generation. See where I agree. Older men, yes, but not always the older women. I says at a certain age in life, a woman may desire companionship, and a young man who is willing to gain. I just said this earlier, Laura Wise. You might have missed it. You came in. I just said this earlier. If that 46, 40 something year old lady thinks that 22-year-old dude is going to sit on the couch, she's sadly mistaken. That 22-year-old dude ain't sitting on no couch. Come on, Lord Wise. Come on, Lord Wise. Wow. Then again, this ain't my bag. I love old men. Wow. Older men or old men? What is it that you like about? I'm glad, Lord Wise. What is it that you like about? Why is it an older man for you and not a man your age? Why is it an older man for you and not a man your age? Because you said you exclusively date older men. So why nobody wants to come up? Lord Wise, come up here. Come on the panel. Come talk to me. Why is it that you love older men? I think this is important. I think this is important. I think you need to spit this info. With the young man, there's all the typical women duties, plus bridging the gap between incomes, societal norms, teaching him culture, and balancing his young ego. 30-some-year old woman is up for all that. I guess if the money's right, yeah, she's up for it. He's a regular dude. A regular dude is not getting, he's not get all that. Or wise, why you love older men? Here it is. I want to talk about this, but don't nobody want to touch these older women messing with these young men. Mostly because I'm in it. Laura Wise says she likes older men because mostly she's an old soul. My interest, my taste is just doesn't fare well with the young man. Not even a guy your age. I mean, there has to be some young, sophisticated guy out there. Guess they're not. Us older men, we are sophisticated. Mhm. But back to what Ms. Rashid said. That's a lot of work. Are women really, is an older woman dating a 22-year-old dude really up for that? Does she really, that's like an older man thinking that he gonna have this younger woman chilling at the crib with him if he doesn't like to go out. It's just not gonna work. You gotta, if you are older and you're messing with something younger, you just gotta trust that they coming back home. Let them go spread their wings. They're young. They gonna party. You just if you messing with a younger, if you're an older man and you're just with a young woman, let that little young girl go out. If she messing with you, she gonna come back. But an older woman ain't gonna sit in the house and wait for the 22-year-old dude to come home because he ain't coming home. He ain't coming home. Summer he's playing basketball. In the winter he's playing in the he's practicing his skill during the summer. In the fall and the winter he's playing in the league. Man, he's this is good to be a paid nanny. It's what you're gonna be relegated to. That 22-year-old dude is not sitting in the house. Just like I said, with an older guy that's messing with a young woman. She ain't sitting in the house with you, man. You better let that woman go spread her wings and go kick it with her girls and then come home. Mostly because that's the right. A guy my age is young for the most part. If they are sophisticated, they may want to have a baby. That's a deal breaker. Young dude, he's ready to have a family, and having a family, creating a family is a deal breaker. Wow. Wow. Uh-oh. I'm about to sit back and let Miss 702 talk her stuff. Hey, Miss 702, what's going on? How you doing tonight?
Hi, Masterville. Hi, Laura. Hi, WWG. Hi, Sierra, and whoever else is in the chat fam down there. I just want to say I never worked so hard than when I dated somebody younger. I never worked so hard. I feel like I had a couple of years of absolutely no sleep. Plus, you gotta get on the same level as that person. So all of their younger interests, you have to act as though you're interested in that. And then all of your life experience, you have to share all of that with them. It's exhausting, you know? I don't think this is a sex thing. You said, oh, older men work hard, older men provide hard, but it's not the same when it's a woman. I think it's the same when it's a woman. How many women do you know out here that are playing the mommy role with men?
Who chose that?
Yeah, but I feel like it's not age exclusive because I've also been a younger person in a relationship. And I was
And
fresh out
then
of my parents' home, and that person taught me everything in life. You know what I'm saying? They taught me how to sort clothes and run real laundry. I think when you're the younger person, you benefit more because you're taking from the other person's knowledge and wisdom.
I think an older woman is taking from that younger man. He's the younger man is giving more energy than he's getting in that relationship. Because
Ooh, I'm sorry, that just came out of me. Let me mute.
I think so. Yeah. Am I wrong, Miss 702? I think Miss 702 had to take care of something in the background. Yeah.
It's so hard to use this app because once you mute yourself, you cannot unmute yourself. But this is what I want to say. It is the hardest. Well, I'm going to say, in terms of sexes, that is really between older women and younger men. It is the hardest thing to make a man feel like a man, but at the same time be molding him into the man that you want him to be. That is the hardest job in the world,
See, those older women
because
trying to mold them. You
you make
gotta
a
let
man feel like a little boy. You have to make him feel like a man, but there's a lot of things that he doesn't yet know about life that you've already experienced. When a woman dates a man that's her own age, he's a little bit behind her. So imagine dating someone that's 5 years younger than you or 10 years younger than you. You're way ahead of the curve of them.
I think, but I understand what you're saying, but we got to throw the money component into this.
The money component is there too,
Because
because
a older 40 something year old woman, an older woman messing with a 20 something year old guy, she can't, a regular guy, we're not talking about it, she's not going to mess with that guy unless it's just strictly physical. And she's buying Xboxes and stuff like that. It's physical because he cannot monetarily take care of her. He can't unless he's a YouTube star or a basketball player or football player. A regular dude that's out here 22 years old, how much is he making? $20 an hour? Fresh out of college? This 702 dropped off, but she's back. Yeah. I mean,
so
yeah,
what did you say, Mass? I don't want to miss nothing.
yeah, an older woman is not messing with a regular dude. Ah, he can't provide. He's
Hmm.
22 years old. He's fresh out of school. If he went to college. If he went to college,
Hmm.
well, okay, first out of school, what, 60, 70? Yes. I guess he could provide for a 40-something-year-old woman.
But then there's another thing too, though. And this is a question directly for you, how you feel about women. I feel like men are executors. Men know how to go out there and get the money. But I feel like women have vision. You know what I'm saying? Even like back in the day, when you look at your whole family's dynamic, Big Mama held on to a dollar, even if it was a dollar. Everybody knew to hit her up. She had it somehow, right? I feel like men know how to get the money and women know how to manage the money in most healthy situations.
I think in the most healthy situation, the man is the provider and the
Okay.
security, and he knows how to take care of the man.
Mhm.
But I mean, me, I tend to look for women who are better with money than me because yeah, I see something I like it, I buy it. But
Mhm.
not to the point where I'm breaking myself, but I I tend to look for women that are savers because I need
Mhm.
motivation. When I look
Mhm.
for a woman, I look for a woman that is gonna equal me, is going to make me whole. And I know that for one, that I'm I'm a spender. Can't take it with you. I like to dress nice. I like shoes. I like bow ties. I like nice stuff. So I look for someone that is better with money. I'm never gonna date
Mhm.
someone that spends like I spend.
But see what I'm saying? Men know how to get to the money. They know how to execute and get to the money. But the woman that you choose in your life definitely will help you manage it better or manage it worse.
Right.
I've been recently like on this thing about incubus and succubus energies, and I feel like a wise man chooses a woman who's good with money. Like I feel like the women that men choose is a direct reflection of their finances. I really do. But men don't see that. Like I'm like, number one thing, since you've been with this woman, has she improved your finances or has she depleted your finances?
Is she
Because
a
how a
bill?
woman, yeah,
Is she a bill or is she an asset?
booyah, booyah.
No man wants a bill.
Hmm.
Men like to collect assets. Men to think properly. You don't know
Hmm.
no man wants a bill. But these younger guys, it seems like they go for women that are going to be bills. Or the women
Hmm.
that are going to be bills have the tools to manipulate. Like I said, I think it's predatory
Hmm.
because they've conspired to get to this younger guy with this money. It's predatory. Am I wrong, Miss 702? Am I seeing something wrong? I don't think so.
That's if the younger guy has money, though. I mean,
A,
I feel
a
like me and
younger
you
guy,
are
a younger,
are
a
in two
younger,
different tax income brackets, so it's a little bit different. I think for the average 9 to 5er, right? Um, where everyone is getting in relationships and piecing up together and just having a good life with each other. Usually, an older woman is going to have more money than that man. You know?
and a young, that's only gonna last so long.
Yep, I agree with you.
Only gonna last so long.
Because I saw a documentary when I was younger, right? I might have been a teenager on MTV, and it was all about older women dating younger men, right? And the older woman was trying to get the younger man to get motivated to go back to school because he wanted to be a fireman. She was also trying to get him to get into a fire explorer program so he could train himself to get into his like. when it gets to the point that you have to be a life coach and a career coach and a finance coach, like you're doing all the re-raising, at a certain point you don't feel like a significant other anymore. You feel like a mother.
Okay, well, I will say this. Most men, at some point, if we got to teach you, we don't need you.
Hmm.
If if I'm messing with a woman and she's of a certain age, now if you're messing with a younger woman, there are things that you're going to have to bring her up to speed on. There's things that you're going to show her. There's things that you will show her to make her a better woman.
Hmm.
But there are things that an older woman is not going. It's a different. It's a completely different dynamic
Hmm.
because, like I said, an older woman that's messing with a younger man, she's trying to get pregnant. The biological clock is ticking. Whereas an older man messing with a younger woman, he's not trying to get her pregnant.
Hmm.
A 40-something to 50-something-year-old man, 38, whatever. I'm not gonna say. I'm saying men in their 40s and going to. They are not trying to impregnate anyone. I mean, unless they're in a monogamous, committed relationship or married. But no man wants to get on child support at 50 years old, 40 years.
Hmm.
That's facts. And most women that get impregnated at a later age, they're looking for that nest egg.
But do you realize how draining it is to an older woman that you now have to compete with younger women aesthetically, right?
She
You
she
have to compete
chose that.
with younger women socially, right? You
She's gonna
have to
lose.
pretend to be a little bit more younger minded because you're not trying to fragile, like mess with this fragile ego, right? And
Going
but at
to
the
lose.
same time, you still mama, you still big mama, you still got to come through in the clutch when the other person lacks, you know? That's exhausting. That's exhausting.
If she thinks she's gonna win that, she's going to lose. Because, like I said,
Hmm.
no 22-year-old dude is gonna sit on the couch and watch Lifetime movies.
That's true. But you know what? When I was a younger woman with an older man, it also sucks the life out of you because he's done clubbing. He's
Ah,
done,
and
going go karting. You're younger and you want to go with your friends and you want to do all these things. And he's an older guy. He has money. He's a great provider. You have a great home life, but he's already
I
checked
said
almost all them boxes.
that's why I said a older man that's messing with a younger woman, he has to let her go and she has to have her own set of friends. Because there are gonna be
Hmm.
times that he's gonna go out, he's gonna do those things, but he's probably not gonna do those things all the time.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
she has to have another set of friends, and he has to be confident in himself that go ahead, do your thing. I'm here.
Hmm.
Because an older man will run himself crazy trying to keep up with a 30 something. If he's trying to go out every night, and he'll drive himself crazy trying to do it. So it's got to be a
But how do
balance.
you think an older woman feel too? Like I can't hit you with Marvin Gaye every day or Luther Vandross. I got to learn all the words to Little Baby Shoot 'Em Up. You know what I'm saying? How exhausting do you think that is too?
She chose that.
Yeah.
She chose that.
That's why I say I really don't think
Like
it's
for
a
the
sex thing. I think it's an ageism thing. The older party will always suffer more, will always sacrifice more, will always have to be the leader. Like the older person, man or woman, is always going to be doing more.
that's a bad component because the man is.
Yeah.
And if a woman chooses to mess with a 22 some year old, she got to follow his lead,
Hmm.
especially if he's making 80 million. That's why I
Ooh.
said. That's why I said no older woman is going to mess with a regular 22-year because he cannot give her the support emotionally, financially, or what just to her he cannot give her her wants. He can probably give her her needs, but a 22-year-old dude that's a regular guy working a regular job, just graduated from college, he cannot give that 40-something-year-old woman her wants
Mm-mm.
other than physically.
And you know, another thing people don't talk about enough is like when you date a younger man, and I can't remember this part about me being a younger woman, probably wasn't the same. But when you date a younger man, they are very jealous of your interactions with men your age or older. They're,
Immature.
oh, yeah, they're like, how come every time you see Mass Appeal, you always got to talk to him about arthritis? Because we both got arthritis at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
Like
went you
they
went you went through
anything
that.
that you say to a man your age or older, it's over.
Went
Because
through
I
that.
don't know, it's that young fragile ego. You got to balance that as a woman. If you want to be with that man, you really have to deal with that and balance that out.
Right. And I'm saying that people make the choices of who they want to be with. And you gotta you know
Mm-hmm.
who you're dealing with. That 40-some-year-old woman knows she's dealing with a 22-year-old. She knows he's immature. She knows he's gonna do stuff on the spur of the moment, very spontaneous. And he's gonna go out and he's gonna kick it. He's not sitting in the house. He's not.
Mm-hmm.
Just like you said, a older man messing with a younger woman. Um,
You got to sit up in that house with him. Let's be for real.
not
You
really.
got to get Papa's dinner together.
It's
Papa,
some,
Papa
it's some,
don't
it's
want no
some,
Popeyes. Papa wants
there's
you to
some
get in there
40,
and learn how to cook.
there's some 40 and some 50-year-old men that are still out here jigging.
Hmm.
There's there's older men that are still out here that are still physically fit. Because like I said, a younger woman messing with an older man. And that's one of the things about an older man having a younger woman on his arm is that other women are seeing him as viral, is virility.
Hmm.
He's still he is still a sexual person because, like I said,
Hmm.
no younger woman is gonna mess with an older man with a squishy toy.
Hmm.
My line is 702.
No, that you're right on point. But you know what? I just thought about the sex as well. The sex is very different because when you're a younger woman, you don't hold on to things as much. So you're a little bit more freer in your relationship, right? When you become an older woman, if it's a lot of factors that go into your sex life. You know what I'm saying? Are all the bills paid? Is the house clean? Were all the tasks taken care of today? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You have other things on your mind. And if that checklist isn't right in your head as an older woman, you're not as free with the sex as you were as a younger woman. You know what I'm saying?
Would you okay? These 40-some-year-old women, you think they throwing the whip appeal on these dudes, and these dudes ain't never had none. These are experienced women with mileage. They know,
Yeah.
yeah. So they throwing that bad boy on them young boys, and they ain't never
The
had nothing
car
like
has
this.
a lot of mileage, but that car also like have you ever seen somebody's exhaust pipe in the back where it has a lot of smoke coming out the back? Like it takes a lot. When it's an older car, it takes a lot. Even when you turn it on, you gotta warm it up for a minute. It's not the same as when you were 25. It's not the same.
What I'm saying is they doing something.
Yeah.
They're doing something to get these younger guys to shoot the club up.
How do men feel, honestly, about the older woman, younger man dynamic? Because I feel like you being nice, because I feel like I've seen you and YWG speak on this a little bit differently and a little bit more candidly on a previous show.
Did we say?
I feel like you said she's gonna have to pay. She gonna have to break herself. It is there is gonna be like a little bit of a sugar mama quality.
No. But that's those are regular guys. We're
Hmm.
about these multi-millionaire guys, and these ladies are setting themselves up with a retirement fund and an extra revenue.
Mm,
That's what we're yeah. I mean,
okay.
it's a different dynamic. So yeah, we did say that, but we're speaking on these older women who are and preying on these younger guys that are millionaires, so that basically they have a retirement fund.
But you know what? That I just saw a story like this, right, about an NBA player and one of those very famous rapper baby mama girls.
Yeah,
And it's like,
he's on the cover of this week's show.
yeah, if you had more wisdom, you would never, ever, ever trust a woman like that. She's had two children by two individual other celebrities that are not of the greatest character. And you're going to be her third baby daddy and her third child? This woman is clearly just looking for stability and income. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to keep the funds rolling. See, if he was wiser, he would have never done that.
He
Never,
should
never, never.
have.
She knew.
I blame him because he's immature. But there are older people that are around him that should have told him, "And this ain't what you want to do. You're 22,
Yep.
man. You're 22. The only thing this 40-something-year-old woman can bring for you is misery." 18
Yep.
years old.
See, well, that's not the traditional woman either. Like, I feel like she's a predator. She's a predator. She knows he's young. She knows he doesn't know anything about life. She got in. She probably cooked a few dinners, laid in on him before he even knows what's really real. She's already
He
pregnant.
didn't cook no dinners. They went out to
Well,
dinner.
she ordered them, but
Mr.
she
Childs.
certainly got in for the kill. She certainly went in for the kill. She knew she was older than him. She knew he was Snow.
Let me get no, hold on. Before we go further, let me get these
Okay.
comments. So Laura Wise said, ugh, I didn't like 22-year-old men when I was 22. I got a headache just thinking about it. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. C Rob said most younger guys generally, yeah, they don't have real money. They don't.
Hmm.
They don't. So 40-something-year-old woman ain't messing with record. Laura Wise said men have biological clocks too. Men can have sex until they 80 if their blood is still flowing. Men have biological clocks too. Men will be ready to have a baby and go with a fertile woman when they are ready to have a baby. Otherwise, we just have 4 men in here to say that ain't no man trying to impregnate, ain't no 40-something, 50-something-year-old man trying to impregnate nobody.
Hmm.
They don't have nothing to do with a biological clock because men make sperm up until the day they die. And Laura Wise said, I've seen it. One of them Lifetime movies. Getting with an older man can turn you into a married but single situation.
Mm.
See her, but you never see her man. No woman wants to always be alone. I mean,
Yep.
no man wants to always be alone.
Hmm.
I think this, yeah, I think it's the same for both sides, Laura Wise. But I agree. I agree with you, Laura Wise. Nobody wants to be. We're not made to be alone. We are made to have a mate. We are made to have a mate. Most.
But I think she's talking from a different dynamic. When you date an older man, he's usually going to choose to stay home, and you're the one who's moving around in the world by yourself.
Well, I
He
mean,
doesn't want to go. He already did it.
sometimes go ahead and kick it. See why men ain't sending their woman out without. Hey man, she gotta have her own friends. See Rob, man, you can't cover. You can't cover. She's gonna do what she wants to do, regardless. You can't cub that woman. You just gotta have faith that you got the right woman. That's why it's
Hmm.
hard. It's hard to choose a woman. Hard, very hard. Because the wrong woman can your life up. Man, it goes both sides. But more so on the men's side. Because yeah, you get married and the woman will leave you, You giving up half. You giving up spousal support in some situations. You giving up child support. You mess around and you only got $300 after you done paid everything. And yeah, you have to. A lot of men who get married and get divorced, they have to move back in with their parents because the woman's getting everything. So that's one-sided. Men get the bad end of the stick on that. We're not even gonna debate that. Old men want what he want when he want it, and you better give it to him, LOL, and you better be ready. Hold on now. Try to give. No, Laura Wise. No.
Lord, why it's so bad?
No. Yeah, exactly. Juggernaut comes on. Juggernaut said, right, no babies. Ain't no. Yeah, you got the outliers. There's some dudes that's out here just trying to 60 years old, still trying to have babies, 50 years. Yeah. But for the average, ain't no 40-year-old man trying to set himself up for child support. Being in a committed monogamous marriage is different. But 40-year-old men ain't out here just trying to impregnate people like these 40-something-year-old women out here trying to get impregnated.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think I would agree with that. Because most men 40 and older, they either, I guess, just don't want children at this point, or they've already had children. Or they're wise enough not to impregnate a woman like Joey Chavez.
Yeah, that's the lady that got impregnated by the dude that plays for the Cowboys. Ain't she like 46?
She's 36, she says on record. But yeah, she's somewhere between
36.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I feel like she's around 40. I feel like she's around 40. She's around my age.
They showed the list of guys that she has been associated with, and they go back.
Yeah.
Dion. Dion was on that list. So, yeah, I mean, she's older.
She's claiming 36, but I think you're right. We can go ahead and say she's 40.
46,
yeah.
46, 40 something. If Dion is on that list, she's 40 something.
She just ate that little boy up. He didn't have a chance. He did not have a chance. And that's what I mean. These incubus, succubus energies.
That's what I meant by, are these babies made out of love? These babies are commodities. Babies ain't products of love. There's a difference between old man and older man. Old is a state of mind. Juggernaut, you get the head of the man.
But what was the other woman's name? The other woman that really got popular the last 2 or 3 years for being an older woman, a groupie, and she had the baby by the NBA player. You know, she's always on all these podcasts and these panels.
Yeah, you talking about the girl that got pregnant by the guy that graduated from Kentucky. And
okay,
I said these guys should look at that as an example of what you're going to deal with.
As soon as she got pregnant, she dumped that young kid. I'm sure he was mortified. And it was only transactional for her. She doesn't even speak on him anymore.
Dude is married.
It was just an income stream for her. She don't care anyway. That's crazy.
It was an income stream for her. Now, dude is married. He's married.
Mm-hmm.
Because once you get hurt like that, ain't nobody, man. He married a chick his age. Like, that's what they do. Like, yeah. And she's out here talking about, she was terrible. She was talking about she's out here.
And she was laughing in his face. That was the most terrible part.
I'm saying is that's what I mean by it's one-sided. It's one-sided. Because she is in a power. Once she got impregnated, she was in the power position.
Mm-hmm.
She was in the power position. Pushing up on an hour and 45 minutes. I'd like to thank Miss 702 for coming on.
Thank you.
Great value to the show. I appreciate you, Miss 702. You gotta keep coming back. You gotta keep coming back. You gotta keep coming back. Thanks to everybody who tuned in tonight. Juggernaut, SoFi Santana, Laura Wise, C Rob, the Bud Files, YWG, Mildred. I don't know if I'm going out tomorrow night, Mildred. I don't know if I'm coming to the mock. I don't want to, can't become a regular. So I think I'm gonna take a couple weeks off. Couple weeks off. But I'd like to thank everybody for coming out here. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, helping me to grow my channel. All of y'all's input is why I do this. I love coming on here and debating. I love coming on here, somebody proved me wrong. I'm 73-0. So I'm waiting for that one loss. Yeah, I'm 73-0 in the debates. I'm waiting for somebody to come up here to challenge me. Wait. Okay, we're gonna let Miss Rashid have the last part. At the end of the day, I guess I agree with the last part. Hey. Juggernaut said, yeah, she been passing around like a practice ball. Yeah. She's at basketball, the one that, it's been on the concrete. It don't have the leathers worn. That's who she is. That's who she is. Gonna leave it. I don't even know her name. Well, I won again, y'all. Tune in next week as I wait for somebody to come up here and beat me in the debate. We're going to have another hard hit topic next week. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. It's your boy, Master Peel. It's been another Tuesday.